You just watched a man beg for his life, and you didn't blink. A second ago, he was family. Now he's a problem that won't speak again. So tell me, who are you? To decide who lives and who dies. This is your life. As a cartel hitman, you weren't born into a normal home. You were born into a city where sirens sing more than birds. A place where good kids still learn to run before they learn to dream. Your mother had one rule: keep your head down. Don't look. Don't ask. Because in your neighborhood, curiosity doesn't get answered. It gets noticed. You first saw the cartel up close when you were still small enough to hide behind your mom's legs. Black SUVs, dark glasses. Quiet men who didn't need to shout. Everyone moved out of their way like water around a knife. At 12, you weren't special. You were just quiet. And quiet boys get mistaken for obedient boys. So one day, a man with a gold chain told your mother a lie that sounded like a blessing. A job, a future, protection. Your mother tried to smile, but her eyes were saying what her mouth couldn't. This isn't a job. This is a goodbye. They didn't teach you how to live. They taught you how to follow, how to wait, how to move only when someone else decides it's time. And the worst part, you learned fast. By 16, your clothes became a message. Black hoodie, dark pants, no bright colors. Because bright colors are for people who expect to be seen again. Your first job wasn't heroic. It wasn't clean. It was small and silent and meant to test one thing. Can you do what you're told, even when your stomach says no? That night, you didn't sleep. Not because you were scared of monsters, but because you realized something colder. The monster was something you could become, and the cartel didn't want your talent. They wanted your silence. Your first real mission happens on a quiet street. No music, no warning. Just a man stepping out of a store. And your handler whispering 2 words. Now, prove it. You expect your hands to shake. You expect your heart to scream. But it doesn't. Your body moves like it already practiced this 1,000 times. The man drops, and the street doesn't react like in movies. No screaming crowd. No dramatic sound. Just one dog barking in the distance. And you're breathing. No one congratulates you. No one pats your back. They just nod. Like you finally did something obvious. Like you finally became what they always saw in you. That night, you learned the real rule of the cartel. It's not loyalty. It's not honor. It's not family. It's usefulness. A week later, your phone finally rings. It's your mother. Her voice is soft, like she's afraid someone is listening. She asks, "Are you okay?" And you don't know how to answer. So you do what the cartel trained you to do. You lie perfectly. You tell her you're working construction. You tell her you're safe. And your mother pretends to believe you because she needs to. A month later, the cartel boss calls you in. He doesn't shout. He doesn't threaten. He just smiles like a man ordering food. He says, "I need you to handle a problem." Then he slides a photo across the table. Slow, like he wants you to feel the weight of it before you even see it. The photo shows a young man, barely older than you, and under it, one word written in marker. Traitor. Your stomach drops. Because you recognize him. He used to live on your street. This is the real trap. Not the killing. Not the blood. The trap is this. They're not testing if you can kill strangers. They're testing if you can kill your past. You find him 2 nights later. Not in a cartel hideout. Not in a palace. Just in a cheap apartment. Like the ones you grew up around. Like nothing ever changed. He recognizes you instantly. His face lights up for half a second. Because he thinks you're there to save him. He says your name like it still means something. Like you're still the quiet kid from the street. Like you're still human. He tells you the truth. He wasn't a traitor. He was trying to leave. Trying to disappear before the cartel swallowed him too. Your gun stays low. Not because you're merciful, but because you're waiting. Waiting for your heart to stop caring. And then it happens. A tiny crack inside you. Not rage, not fear, just acceptance. You pull the trigger. One shot. Fast. And the sound doesn't echo. Because the cartel trained you to choose places where nobody listens. You don't look away. You watch the life leave his eyes because you want to prove something. Not to them, to yourself. The next day, the cartel boss smiles. not like a friend. Like a man inspecting a tool he just sharpened. He says, "Good." And for the first time, he calls you by a new name, Soldado. That night, you're brought somewhere you've never been. A place normal people only see in rumors. The Cartel Mansion. High walls, bright lights, guards everywhere. And inside, money so clean it looks holy. Inside, you see the real cartel. Not street criminals, not thugs. Men in suits, gold watches, perfect smiles. They laugh at the dinner table while deciding who disappears next. You don't sit, you stand behind them. Because that's your place. You are not family. You are not a friend. You are the knife. And something strange happens. The more you kill, the less people look at you like a person. They look through you, like you're already dead. Like you're a ghost wearing a hoodie. Then the boss finally leans close. His voice is calm, almost gentle. He says, "You did good, Soldado. Now I'm going to show you what real work looks like." And you realize this was only training. The boss doesn't send you after street dealers anymore. He sends you after people in clean suits. People who smile on TV. Because the cartel doesn't fear police. They fear politicians who suddenly grow a conscience. Your mission is simple. A senator is meeting a journalist tonight. He plans to leak documents. The boss looks at you and says, "No witnesses." For the first time, they don't hand you a hoodie. They hand you a suit jacket. Because tonight, you're not a street ghost. You're a professional. The meeting happens in a hotel. Bright lobby. Smiling staff. Clean marble floors. And under all that luxury, you can smell fear hiding behind perfume. You spot the journalist first. Nervous, sweaty hands. Looking around like a rabbit. He doesn't know he's already dead. He just hasn't been told yet. Then the senator arrives. A clean smile. A perfect haircut. And eyes that look tired. Like he hasn't slept in weeks. He sits down, and the meeting begins. You wait until they stand up. Until the hallway is empty. Until the cameras turn away for 1 second. Then you move. Not like a man. Like a decision. You drag them through the back exit. Not screaming. Not fighting. Because the senator understands immediately. This is not a robbery. This is a correction. They sit in the back seat of a black SUV. Between two guards. The journalist cries. The senator stays quiet. And you realize something terrifying. The senator isn't scared of dying. He's scared of failing. Halfway through the highway, you see flashing lights ahead. A police checkpoint. Your guards reach for their guns. But you don't. You just keep driving. The officer leans in, sees your suit, sees your calm eyes, and you say one sentence, so softly it feels unreal. "You didn't see anything tonight?" The officer hesitates, swallows, then steps back and waves you through. And in that moment, you finally understand. The cartel doesn't just own streets, it owns people. You drive into the desert, far from cameras, far from witnesses. The guards pull the journalist out first, and you hear him begging. The senator speaks fast. He offers money. He offers favors. He offers names. Then he says something that makes your blood turn cold. He says, "I know your mother." He says her name. The real one. Not your mother. Not the maid. Her name. And suddenly, you're not a hitman. You're 12 years old again. The boss never promised you protection. He promised you leverage. And you finally realize the truth. Your mother didn't lose contact. She didn't move away. She was taken. You look at the senator. You look at the journalist. And you realize the mission isn't the mission anymore. Because now you have a new problem. Your boss knows where your mother is. And for the first time in years, you feel something inside you wake up. Anger.